Hello, welcome back to G Talks, Greenwich's own podcast for our alumni, where we invite the brightest minds who have once walked down these halls. I am your host Azariah, and today we have an exciting guest who has very recently graduated from Greenwich University and is making her name in a career. Let's welcome Sabahat Niazi. Sabahat, we're so happy to have you here. How are you today?
I'm really good, thank you.
And how's life been for you?
Life has been good. I think ups and downs hain, and I think that is what makes life actually. So it's been good.
It's great. So let's take a deep dive into your time at Greenwich. So can you describe to me what a day in Greenwich would be for you?
So a day at Greenwich would typically start. So I would, usually have like two classes in a day, and I would, get off from work around 2:30, right, and would directly come to work. To university actually. So 3 to 6 used to be one class, and then 6 to 9 used to be another. So like it was my entire day used to be, like extremely jam packed that way. I was फिर घर जाना, and then I would like very I would crash too soon, right? So that was a day at Greenwich.
It was a very hectic day.
Yeah.
You had no time, no breather.
No breather at all, but like I think we had like a lot of friends around us. तो वो एक breather हो जाता था कि थोड़ी देर breaks, you would sit outside, chill, have our jamming sessions sometimes. So that was something.
So that was where
exciting.
you got the tea and you were able to relax and reset yourself.
Yeah, I think tea at Greenwich used to be very good that way. मतलब सबका सब पता होता था because we were like a group of 20-25 people. It was a big
Oh
group.
wow, a big group.
Yeah, a big group. And people from all different segments coming together, and then their stories, their struggles, where they are in life, right? All of that coming together, and then that whole group operating as one identity. I think it was really nice, but it had its downside also.
True.
Yeah, but it was good. I think I have good memories from that group.
And so if I were to ask any one of your favorite memories that you've taken with you and still remember, that would be?
Okay. Very interesting. So I think I would mention this one story that is related to Sir Iqbal Jamil, who I have absolute regard for. And I think he was teaching me introduction to journalism, right? Or of course ऐसा था कि we could not be late in that class, right? So I happened to be late this one time, and he told me कि तुम 5 मिनट के लिए ना तुम बाहर चलिए. So I was late for 5 minutes actually, right? And he tells me, you go outside and you're going to stay outside for the entire duration of the class. So being somebody who would step into class, right on time, so like it felt very weird कि सबके सामने उन्होंने कह दिया कि बाहर जाके खड़े हो जाओ. Anyway, so our classroom was right outside the bathroom, and there used to be a seat outside the bathroom. So I sat on that, and I could hear whatever he was teaching inside, right? So like for the remaining class, I did sit outside, but I actually indirectly attended that session.
You were
right?
able to grasp the lecture.
So वो एक है, and then this one other really fond memory of the same teacher, I'd say, is when again, like I mentioned, we had a group of 20-25 people. और वो एक पॉइंट आता है कि जब सब अपनी अपनी लाइफ में ना आगे बढ़ जाते हैं, somebody is going out with their friends, and you also realize कि इस पूरे ग्रुप के अंदर शायद 2 लोग हैं जो who understand how I think or how I would want to operate, right? But the rest is just like जब आप when you try to filter things out, तो कुछ चीज़ें नीचे निकल जाती हैं, and then some residue is left inside, right? So I think that moment in my life was one moment where I wanted that direction. कि मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि like कौन दोस्त है, कौन who is being honest to me, and like what do I do in life. And I did not have friends. Imagine having 25 people in that group coming down to just one person not knowing what to do. So I sat in the what happened was कि sir की class थी, और he said कि okay, everybody you guys go out for your lunch break or whatever. And I sat in the class, right? And he knew कि I'm the sort I would walk out of the class as soon as he would say कि अच्छा break time है, और मैं चली जाती थी बाहर, but like why is she sitting inside?
Yeah.
And I was very sad also ना कि समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा था क्या करूँ बाहर जाके. So he comes inside and he looks at me. He's like, "Is something wrong?" And I started crying, right? And for good 10 minutes I was crying. And he said, "Kya तुम मेरे office आओ." मैं कहा ठीक है. I walk up to his office and he asks me, "What is wrong?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think अब मुझे realize हो रहा है कि what life is. You know, I've always been around इतने सारे लोग. मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा मैं क्या करूँ. Like, and I'm at that point in life where I really need direction. I cannot go home. I cannot talk to my parents. I cannot talk to my friends. जो मुझे लगता है मेरे दोस्त हैं, but वो हकीकतन मेरे दोस्त नहीं है. So he goes like, I'll give you this one advice. पहली बात तो ये advice तो नहीं, this one thing that would settle your anxiety. और वो ये कि by the time you turn 26, 27 तुम्हारे पास तुम्हारी जिंदगी में 3 दोस्त हैं. और ये बात लिख लो, वो 3 दोस्त तुम्हारे साथ सारी जिंदगी चलेंगे, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but this does not ease my feeling. मतलब ये जो अभी I'm feeling, what do I do about it? So he goes like, I'm giving you 40 minutes. Go to the nearest restaurant. खाना खा के आओ अकेले. तो मैंने उनको देखा, मैंने कहा, sir, I don't have a car. He's like, book करो करीम, Uber book करें और आप जाएं. And I give you those 40 minutes. I was like, okay. So उस वक्त नया रोटिसरी खुला था.
Yeah.
And I ended up at rotisserie. और as soon as I walk in, तो जो waiter है वो मुझसे पूछता है कि table for. So now I look at him. I'm like, I'm the only person here.
Yeah.
But table for 1 तो होगा नहीं.
Yeah.
So he goes like, अच्छा, you come and you sit here. So he makes me sit on a table that has 4 seats, right? And I act as if मैंने Netflix का कोई show लगाया है कि मैं socially awkward
Yeah.
feel करूँ कि लोग क्या बोलेंगे कि ये एक बंदा खाना क्या खाने आ गया.
Yeah.
So they used to have this lunch menu जिसमें I think 375 में they used to have like a grilled chicken something combo with it, and I ended up having that meal and I came back. अच्छा, the following day he asked me कि how did you feel about it? I was like, I was very awkward. मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा था. मुझे तो दूसरे टेबल से भी लोग देख रहे थे and they were like, मैं ये इतनी अकेली है कि ये अकेले खाना खाना आ गई है. So he said, you're going to do the same thing today also. He gave me another 40-minute break. He told me, go back to the same restaurant, do it. And I ended up doing that for almost 1 week. और वो 1 week के बाद it actually became a habit. I did no longer require those people around me.
Wow.
जो पहले जिनके साथ ऐसा होता था कि 3 बजे भी जा रहे हैं, लंच करने जा रहे हैं, फिर डिनर भी उनके साथ हो रहा है. Eventually for me to come out of that phase where I don't need people, I think this man really helped me like overcome that fear. Even till this date, I'm 30. So I came to Greenwich when I was I think when I was 21 and I'm 30 now. I have the same habits, right? I would go out alone. I will have my coffee alone. I will go for shopping alone. I sometimes would not even do anything, बस simple गाड़ी में जाके बैठे, गाना सुना एक और वापस आ गए. So I think वो एक learning, and I kid you not, I actually have 3 people in my life.
Wow.
Three close friends कि जिनका पता है आप रात को कॉल करेंगे, they're going to be at your disposal, they're going to come, they're going to help you, and like good solid friends. And the rest were like, I think they were like sand. मैं जैसे this one thing I've read कि अच्छे दोस्त होते हैं कि even if there's आंधी तूफान, they're going to be there. They're not going to be that trash जो हवा के साथ उड़ जाए. Because it goes off in these different directions. True. Right?
Absolutely.
But then there are certain people in your life who who hold on to you. So I'm lucky that whatever he said actually happened, and I think he gave me the biggest lesson in life that you don't need a lot of people in your life to be successful.
Agree.
और जो successful आदमी होता है वो most often अकेला ही होता है.
True.
So your journey alone, I feel that teaches you a lot about life. People will most certainly pull you down. So yeah, that is one of the greatest memories I have from Greenwich.
I mean, I'm so glad you were able to figure that out for yourself. Because I think at the end of the day, we all need to be by ourselves.
Right.
And we need to figure out how to not feel lonely and need one's company.
Right.
And I think that's one of the beauty of Greenwich, that our professors not only just give us the academic teaching, but they also give us life lessons on how to deal with life when it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the memories that has actually made you into a better person.
That is true.
And I take lessons from myself as well, because oftentimes when schedules are tough, I end up relying on people that we need to go here, we need to go there, and I oftentimes say, God, I wish I knew how to do that by myself, so I wouldn't wait for anyone else. So I think that's a great lesson to take from.
Yeah.
So another question that I had was in regards to how do you know, or when did you realize that there are specific interests that you had and you wanted to pursue a specific career path?
Right. Okay, so I was always very fond of poetry. I was fond of writing.
Yeah.
I was fond of singing. कुछ चीज़ों की इजाज़त घर से नहीं थी, तो वो ये था कि university was an escape, or it was an avenue where I could showcase that talent, right? So I very clearly remember back in school, I had this one English literature teacher who, you know how teachers can look through your potential, and she did, and she told me, okay, I'm going to give you a topic and you write on that. And she happened to give me this one so the topic was a white tile. Okay, and I kept on thinking ki, like, what does she mean by a white tile? What am I supposed to write about this, right? And I was unable to put my feelings out there. And then eventually towards the end of the class, I went up to her and I was like, Miss, I don't really understand. Why did you give me this white tile? She was like, imagine the color white. You can spill any color onto it, right? So whatever you're feeling, you can put it out there. So white tile ki basically analogy thi. It wasn't a reference to the white tile, but it was a reference to the color, right? That you can spill out whichever way you want. And then eventually, and gradually when I came to Greenwich, again, we had an English composition class, early days, I think first year mein tha. And I used to have this diary. So while other people would be writing essays, I would be, doing a little bit of my poetry, and I would get those pieces checked by my teacher, right?
Oh, wow.
So that is when she said, I think that you have that potential, so you should pursue writing that way, right? And I still do write, so I haven't really turned it into a career, but as of now, I am an early years practitioner, and I happen to work with autistic kids who are neurodivergent basically, right? And again, this was by luck and chance, because there was another course at Greenwich, a psychology course, in which we happened to learn about the psychology behind, a child, or like how do, kids in particular think, and then, certain things that, whatever we see in an adult is basically the exact same thing that was there in the child, right? तो कुछ गलतियाँ जो हम we hold adults accountable for, वो basically बच्चों में थी जो हमने correct ही नहीं की.
Exactly.
Right? तो वो बड़े होके they became adults and they have the same flaws. So I think from that psychology class, I got this vision, and then again I really like working with kids. I was like, why don't I turn this into like a full time career, right? And I was working previously also, but like then I just slightly shifted my direction. I was more of an administration person, but then I got into teaching and I started working with toddlers, and then it became this really hardcore fascination कि अच्छा नहीं अब यही करना है, because this working with kids keeps me sane, and at the same time it's something that I want to do, right? It's giving me good money, it's giving me this satisfaction, and at the end of the day I'm sleeping peacefully. I know that I've made a difference in someone's life, and it's not just one life. There are like 24 lives that you're changing. So that feeling, I feel, like my degree was not like completely relevant to the career I chose, but bits and pieces of that degree I feel became relevant eventually. And I'm really happy where I am now.
Once again, I'm really glad that you were able to choose what you wanted, and it helps you self-fulfill, because at the end of the day, one needs to be self-motivated and self-fulfilled, so that no matter what's happening or the outer world says to you, you're like, I know what I've done and I'm content with myself. And you've successfully shown that. So again, this is another lesson for the youngsters out there and the people who are in universities, that you need to fulfill yourself first and then the society. So we have a rapid fire round. Okay. And you just answer me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Night owl or a morning person?
Morning person.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Obviously. Any book or podcast you swear by?
Okay. So I'm 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Amazing book. Like if you really want to know about people and society, how to operate around people in life.
Yeah.
I think it's the best book to ever exist.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great book.
Yeah, it is.
Any advice that you would give to your 21-year-old self?
So I think the 21-year-old in me was very naive, was very fragile, was very, in short, was a doormat, you know. वो एक टाइम होता है आपकी लाइफ में where you put yourself पीछे and you keep everybody else in the front.
Yeah.
Right? And then what they're going to do is कि if there's going to be a problem, right, they're going to run over you. वो आपके ऊपर से चल के चले जाते हैं, ठीक है? And you realize कि okay, you were just a part of the audience. You know, the spotlight, you weren't ever there in the first row also, right? So the advice that I would give to myself would be that you need to trust yourself. You need to give yourself time. And you need to... So शायद जो मैंने स्ट्रगल 30 की उम्र में आके किया है, अगर मुझे ये सारे लाइफ लेसन्स पहले मिले होते या मेरा विजन क्लियर होता, तो आई वुड हैव you know been a much better human at 21 than you know what I am right now. And also the fact that a lot of times it's okay to be confused. It's okay to have a blurry vision. It's okay to doubt yourself, because when you doubt yourself, I think उस time पे आपका potential जो बाहर आता है ना, it's the best version of you. That is something I feel I explored much later in life. And then, I don't know, but at the same time, I also think that lessons at 21 are meant to come to you at 21. Lessons that are meant for 25 will come to you at 25. And the ones that are meant to come to you at 30 will come to you at 30.
Hence the timing. Trust the timing.
So you need to trust the timeline. And this very last advice would be that you need to be resilient.
Okay.
Right?
That was going to be my question.
Yeah, you need to be super resilient. कि कोई बात नहीं, even if your world is crashing, having that bit of hope in your heart that you'll make it through. Yeah, I think इतना confidence आपको अपने आप पे होना चाहिए. And I'm not saying that you become a narcissist about it. कि I'm the best, or like you should be the best, right? But not at the cost of other people.
True, very
not
true.
by hurting other people, stepping onto them. Go out there, have your own struggle, and eventually you will get there. So, like, it may be at 65, like sometimes when I think, about not having a job sometimes. So the only thing that gives me hope is the fact that KFC was founded at 65.
Yeah.
The guy did it at 65,
True.
right? So I may not be able to live up to 65 years, but I still have some more time maybe. So never give up on life. Yeah.
Agreed. I mean, that was going to be the question, but I think you've gracefully put the idea that age is not the most important factor,
That's
but your dedication and your
Yes.
commitment and your self-fulfillment plays a vital role in actually creating a legacy for yourself and
Right.
doing the work that you've always wanted to
Yeah.
do. So I'll ask the last question.
Okay.
If you were to, let's say, go back in time and start Greenwich all over, what is something that you would do differently?
Not trust anybody. Not trust anybody.
Okay.
But like, again, like I won't say I regret anything.
Okay.
Because back then, all of the things that I did or whatever that came to me was something I wanted, So you can't want something one day and then regret it later in your life just because it didn't work out, right? So, yeah, nothing really. But like, I think I could have made better decisions back then. Maybe that is something that would have been different. But again, agar... if those experiences wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't have been this person.
I agree. I mean, I think experiences, lessons create the person you become
Yeah.
today. And so it was wonderful talking to you. Thank you so much for
Likewise.
taking out the time. And it was a great episode with Miss Sabahat. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for another episode of G Talk.